What up, guys? Nick back in here with another video again. And, glad to be back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't made a video in a minute. But it's that time of year again, so I thought it'd be a good idea to do another top 10 shoes that I've done for the year. And I thought about doing like a top 10 canvas video. Top 10 canvases I've done in the year too. So kind of to, just get some more content or whatever. Something, easy to make, something that you guys have seen and y'all can rank it with me and see how y'all feel about it. So I want to go through this list and I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about it. Alright, first we're going to start off with some honorable mentions. And the first honorable mention is these Nightmare Before Christmas shoes I made. I did these not too long ago around Halloween time. So it was an order I had. They were a really small size, like a size 6.5. And I like the concept of it. I feel like I needed to execute it better. Even though it looks good, the shoe still looks good. But I just feel like it's things that I could have improved on with it. But it's a nice concept. I really like it. Like I said, the next time I do another Nightmare Before Christmas shoe, I will take this and I will expand upon it. So, yeah, that's why it's an honorable mention. It's a really nice shoe. I like it. The actual customer liked it. So, it worked out. I really like what I did with it. And it's going to be something that I can probably remake just for the sake of like taking it on display for a convention or something like that. Just to have it around. Alright, my next honorable mention, I got like 8 honorable mentions, but my next honorable mention is Cyborg versus Beast Boy shoes I made. These were ones that, the reason why they made this list is because I really tried some new stencils when I was doing the backgrounds on it. I was really trying to do the whole computer thing with Cyborg. Like, that was the one I was most interested to do. I feel like I should have gave him more depth in terms of his like skin tone and all of that, but it's a cartoon, so it really doesn't necessarily matter like that. But I really like the way it turned out. Like I said, I'll be better at it the next time I do it, but like I really love the way it turned out. And the Beast Boy shoes, it did what it was supposed to do, give it that grassy, like earthy type feel to it. I really like the way it turned out. So, this, I think I'm taking these to a convention. I'm not going anywhere until March to Kansas City. So I think that'll be the next place I take these. I just made these for the love of the game. I was trying to work these stencils out and stuff like that. So I'm gonna see how they do. If they turn out good, then great. My next honorable mention is this Goku Black pair. Like, I actually made these in 2024, but they didn't make the cut last year. Like, I think I made them at like the very end of 2024, so I had already made the video, so I'm just gonna put this in there too. But I really like this one. I love Goku Black. I feel like I did this better because most of the time, the reason why this was in here to me is because most of the time when I make a Dragon Ball piece or something from Dragon Ball universe, like I never like it. Like, for whatever reason, I never like it. Like, I got a pair of shoes that's right here next to me. Matter of fact, like, that's literally right here next to me. I haven't finished it just because I don't like how it looked. Like, I probably just wipe it off and redo it till I get something I like. So, you know what I'm saying? So every time I make a Dragon Ball piece, I never like it. So it's like, let me just, keep trying or whatever. Then when I made these for a subscriber. They, I was in a live and I just had that size laying around that was his, and I made it for him and shipped it to him. So he loved it. And I like this one because it actually looks good. But most of the time when I do a Dragon Ball shoe, I do not like it at all. But this was one of them ones that I really appreciate and I really like. Alright, next honorable mention is Miriam from Hunter x Hunter. This was one of my favorite ones I did because it was the first time me using like a couple of those stencils or whatever. And that was one of my first times dyeing the sole of a shoe. And it really turned out it popped. I believe I sold these at DreamCon this year. They were really popular. I think the color scheme really popped. It did what it was supposed to do. Let me just say that it was really, vibrant and stuff like that. So it really popped the way I would like it to. So it did its job. I'm not really a fan of Hunter x Hunter. The show was kind of boring to me. So I literally stopped watching it after a while. But people love this character. I didn't even make it to where he's at. I mean, probably sure I would like him if I made it to it, but I ain't make it there. So. But yeah, as far as like aesthetics, I really love the way the shoe turned out. It was fire. So on to the next one. All right, my next honorable mention is Don. Like, this one turned out really good because I was really feeling this show. I really liked it. I like all the crazy colors and all the magic and science and everything that it was in it. So I really enjoyed making these. This was one of my favorite ones. Making, I believe I made these at the very beginning of this year because the show was really hot then. So I made these at the beginning of the year, and this was one of my favorite pairs. I wish I had did more with that bottom down there, but I think it's fine. Like, you know, it still looks good. It's still aesthetic. I still got it because I didn't take it anywhere. I don't believe I took it to any conventions. Like, but I might take it somewhere just for aesthetic. You know, I might make a wood piece or something to go with it, and then kind of display it with that. But that'll be all I do with it. I'll do these next 3 honorable mentions just because they're side by side with each other. And like, you know, this one right here is Geto from Jujutsu Kaisen. Really loved it. I love the hidden inventory art that it showed in season 2. So I tried to kind of portray both the adult Geto and the teen Geto. So like, that's kind of what I was going for, which leads me into the next shoe. Is exactly what I was doing, the same thing with Gojo right here, and that's why this one is an honorable mention as well. What I was originally planning on doing with these two was that I was gonna make the adult Gojo go with the adult Geto and the teen Gojo go with the teen Geto. But the problem was I made one of these shoes a size 12 and the other shoe a size like 11 and a half or 11 or something like that. So I actually did 2 different sizes, so I couldn't use it like this. But so I had to ended up selling these like these. So I ended up selling the Gojo pair is sold, but the Geto pair I still have. So it's one of the ones I have for, you know, next convention I go to. Like I like, it's out of the, because the last convention I went to was in September, and I sold a few of those. But most of the time I haven't been to a big convention since DreamCon, and the last time, and I think I took like 40 shoes there, and I came back with like 6, and the Geto pair was one of them. So, which leads me into the next, what's called honorable mention, is this Kaiju number 8 piece. I made this one earlier in the year because I was late on the Kaiju number 8 train. Like, I didn't know that it was that good. It gives me Attack on Titan vibes, but at the same time, I like both of them, so it works out. So I really enjoy Kaiju number 8. Is really good, and I like the vibrancy. I use the metallic paint right there to make it shine. I know you probably can't tell with this picture, but as far as if you saw the shoe in person, like it'll shine, it got that metallic, like reflective type of look to it. So it's really popping. So it does the job. And my last honorable mention is Iron Man. Like, I made this one because I went back and rewatched all the what's it called, the Avengers movies. I went back and watched all of those. You know, it was really fun. You know, Iron Man started it off, and you know, he's really vibrant. I actually still have this pair. Like, I took it because I actually made this at the end of 2024. But I knew I was gonna keep it as a display piece, but I ended up making a wood piece to go with it as a like just a display piece so they can go together. Because you really can't wear this pair right here because I didn't make it to be worn. So, but you know, it'll help. So I really enjoyed making these, and you know, it pops, it's vibrant. The gold is golden. And you know, it really draws people in when they come near my table and my artwork and stuff like that. So let me get into the top 10 now. Number 10 goes to the Incredible Hulk. Like, I did this one around like after I made the Iron Man piece. Originally my plan was to do like a Avengers theme and have them all together and make wood pieces to go with them. But then when I thought about it, I was like, that's a lot of work. And then I got bagged up with orders, so I was like, nah, that ain't happening. It ain't happening at all. But with the Hulk, I was kind of on that same trend with the metallic paint and stuff like that, because you know, the gamma radiation that you know, that caused them to become the Hulk. Like, you know, it's always glowing and shining. So I kind of tried to want to go with that. So I made the metallic green go up under as like the base coat, and then I put the flat green on top of it to kind of give it that shine effect, and it really worked out because I have to believe I sold these at DreamCon as well. Yeah, I did. That's what it worked. So you know, it did its job. Like, that's why I was really happy with these. You know, the artwork was good. I feel like, you know, it worked out. So it was a really good piece for me. All right. And number 9 is Pain. I actually did these fairly recently. You know, this was one I was experimenting with, just trying to do something different with on the new material. And it turned out pretty good. I really love Pain. Pain is one of my favorite Naruto villains. So, you know, like, he's a safe option. And plus, he sells every time I make him. So, you know, it's hard to go against making a Pain shoe. So, so yeah, this was really fun to make. The black midsole was really, popping. I really love that part of it. I may do some more like that if I actually, get down to it. But, that just, we'll see. But I really love the way it turned out, and that's why it's number 9 on this list, because, like, I enjoyed it, and the people, who've seen it so far like it. So, like I said, I don't plan on going anywhere till March. So, we'll go from there. But, like, it looks good to me. Alrighty, getting into number 8. Number 8 is this Batman versus the Joker pair. And the reason why this is number 8 is because, like, I feel like the artwork on the characters is really clean to me. Like, that's some of the cleanest work I've done in terms of, like, the characters. Like, the background stuff, I feel like as far as, like, the toe box and all that, I feel like I could have did better. I like, well, I ain't gonna say I could have did better. I like previous schemes that I've done better than those. But these right here, the artwork itself is really, really good to me. So, like, that's what made it pop to me. And that's why it's number 8 on this list. Like, Batman is my favorite comic book character of all time. So it's like, it's hard for me not to do that. Like, if I make any decent looking Batman piece, it's gonna be on here. So, but yeah, it's right pretty high for me. I love it, and I hope you guys like it too. All right, I think this is number 7. And, like, that's why I chose Spawn for number 7, because Spawn, like, is one of my favorite characters. I love him in his comic books. I love this movie that came out in, like, 97. So I love him in all the video games he's in, the Mortal Kombat 11, so, like, this was easy for me to do. I feel like I did a really good job on the artwork. Like I said, this is another one where I did the metallic scheme, and it really pops. Like, every time I take it somewhere, people, get the eye and they're looking at it, so it really, really pops. So, that's what it is, and, like, that's why it's number 7 on this list, because it like, aesthetically is really good for me. I like, to me, the way I rank these, it really is just because how many eyes does it draw? Like, how do people come up and huddle around it? That's kind of like my thing, where what makes me kind of be like, oh, okay, this must be a really good one. If people really looking at this one, like, they stopping and be like, oh, what's that? So that's why it's ranked so high on this list. All right, getting into number 6 is Venom. And this Venom pair I made, I was doing more of a, like, what's it called, like a nighttime type of scene, like, because the Venom, it was really dark in the reference picture I used, and he was kind of bluish. So, I get people coming in like, Venom not blue, he gray, but whatever. In moonlight, sometimes they draw him as blue. I just used the same color the reference picture did. So, but I really like it. I really like the way I used the splatter. It's like his saliva and stuff like that. So it really popped. Like, this was actually one of the shoes I brought back from DreamCon this year. I was very shocked because most of the Jordans I make normally go. Like, I have quite a few pairs of those Jordans, but they're like, I thought that they were going to be gone, and they didn't. So, that was real shocking for me. But overall, like, I still love it. It's one of my favorite shoes that I made. And then again, it'll just be somewhere at another convention that I take it to, and then I go there. Venom will always sell. Jordan will always sell. Like, that's one thing. People ask me, how you feel when you take your stuff somewhere and they don't sell? Like, it could just be this market. Sometimes, you get out somewhere else and it's booming there. So, it's just part of the game. All right. Number 5 is this Attack on Titan piece I made. This is a remake of another Attack on Titan piece I made. And, like, it's really, really good. Like, I like the Jordan 1 aspect of it. It made it pop, and then people love Jordan 1s for whatever reason, so it made it really, really pop. And at the table, like, it was drawing a lot of eyes. One thing I noticed is, like, all of them were drawing eyes. It's just some of them drew eyes more than the others. So it's like some of them didn't get their own love until after, like, this one sold. Like, this was one of the first ones that sold. So after this one sold, now people want to come over here and be like, oh, let me look at Venom. So that's kind of how it went. So I guess fans got their own ranking too. So and that's kind of how it goes. But these did really well. I ended up selling these. They did really well. So I love them. Like, they're one of my favorite pairs. I love the bloodier, messier aspect of it. I think I said that in last year's video. I still, I love that aspect of it when it comes to these shoes. Now, this is number 4. Now, the crazy thing about this shoe right here is that it's pretty high on this list because I like it. But the thing about this one to me is the crunch I had to be in to make it, because I had to make it for a guy at the convention. So as you see, that's my table at a convention that I'm working in, and I had to work on them while I was at the convention. So, you know, I was in there, you know, working and stuff like that, and you know, it really worked out. So I really enjoyed making these, because the satisfaction I got once I got done, it was like, ooh man, I worked really hard for this. So I had to stop, help customers, you know, balance the paint, then get that done. I think he ordered it from me Friday, and then I had to have it done for him Sunday. So I really had to work hard to get that done. So it was, you know, it was fun to do, and I really enjoyed them. So, and plus Solar Leveling was one of my favorite shows this year too. It was really hot. It was another one that I got into late, because I believe I watched this and Solar Leveling and Kaiju number 8 back to back. So it was a lot of hype behind it already when it was getting ready to start, and then I had not even watched the first season yet. So I was like, let me watch the first season. Then I kind of fell in love with it, and then I started. And then I did this one. So and this was, I believe this convention was right around the time the season was dropping too. So, you know, it was really fun to make. All right, this is number 3, Sukuna versus Mahoraga. I made this. I believe I made this pair at the very end of 2024, and then because it didn't make the cut for the last video. Otherwise, it would have made it there. But the reason why this is so high on this list is because I really like that Mahoraga one I did. I really like that shoe. You know, a part of me wishes I had made both of them that shoe. You know, to make both of the shoes with Mahoraga on them. But but it really pops. It's really shining. I believe I sold these at DreamCon too. They're really shining. And cause if I was to redo it, I would probably redo this shoe, and then I would probably do another wood piece with the divine wheel on it and all of that. I got a wood piece of Sukuna and stuff like that, but I would rather do a Mahoraga one by himself. I feel like that'd be a real good one, and it'll really pop. So but yeah, I like the Sukuna shoe. Don't get me wrong. I was trying to go for the Malevolent Shrine thing and all of that with the blood splatter and having how crazy it was. But the Mahoraga shoe is really the one that really kind of pushes it up there for me. Just as me appreciating my own work, that's the one I like. All right, and then number 2, we got the Ninja Turtles. This is another one that I did. I just a remake of one I did in 2023. The last time I didn't do the brick wall effect that's in the background up under the cheese and stuff like that, but I think I just made it green. But this time I really tried to, you know, give it the city block, the brick by brick type of colorway, you know, and I really liked it. I really do. And I tried to give each swoosh the color of the turtle that's on the side, because the other shoe, the inside of the shoe is like this, where I put all 4 turtles on there. And I tried to keep it just, you know, keep it simple or whatever, but I really like these. That's one of my favorite ones. I'm thinking about making another display for these too, but I got too many displays already. I need to make a video just with the displays I got. So, but this was really fun. It was really fun to make. I really enjoyed doing this, and I still have these definitely going up front and center at the next convention I go to. I made these probably at the very beginning of this year, and I don't believe I even took them nowhere just because of the fact that I like them so much. So it's a really good shoe for me. I might just hold these and just make this a permanent display shoe. All right, this was an easy choice for me because I really enjoy. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. It seemed because I like Gojo way better than Sukuna. I really do. But everything I make with Sukuna on it is hard. I'm talking about everything. Every shoe I've designed with Sukuna on it just been fire. And the Gojo ones, I'm like, it's alright, you know. But that Sukuna one is hard. I did 2 pairs of it, so it's 2 pairs that's mismated. So that's why it's like this. So I did 2 shoes with Gojo on it, 2 shoes with Sukuna on it, and I'm just selling them mismated like that. So I really enjoyed doing that. You know, just making them and stuff like that. But it's every time I think of myself, it's let me make something different to Sukuna, or let me do a Sukuna and Gojo. The Sukuna pair always come out fire, always. So in the Gojo one, it's okay, it's cool, but it don't hit like Sukuna's do. So But yeah, this is my favorite one by far that I've done this year. You know, mainly because I did it with the wood piece. I'll probably put that in here too. I made the pears with the wood piece, and these are the ones that I actually displayed together at a convention and stuff like that. So it's really good. I really like it. I like, until I make another one that I'm more proud of, this will probably still be sitting at number one. And then well, I look forward to whatever I come up with next year. That'll be in my video for next year, 2026. So I'm looking forward to doing more of these. I really like doing this. I think it's my third year in a row doing the top 10 videos. Top 10 shoe video. So I really enjoy these, and people been giving me real good feedback on it, like what they like about it, what they don't. So I really been enjoying these. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know which ones you like. If you like a different one than this at number one, or if you like any other one, let me know something. Like, it's other shoes I've done that's not on this list. Like I got like some fraternity and sorority shoes and stuff like that. But to me, like most of them, they only want like simple stuff. So it ain't really nothing, for me to put on here. Like, I could just say, hey, my top simple shoes I've made. I could do that. So, but anyway, I'm yapping. So, but like, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And, I'll check in with y'all on the next one. And please give your boy a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm still trying to grow, still trying to get monetized. So help your boy out. All right, holla back.